Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I've got some piracy cut up with some interesting little snippets and some fun stuff that's happened. Hilariously, it appears someone is not keen for me to go over to PC. So I'm glad I'm having fun over here on Xbox, and it's actually a person I would rather not have to deal with, so it's all good. We're in agreement. I don't want to go to PC and deal with him, and he doesn't want me to go to PC. So, yep, I finally have something I agree with him on. After all these years. If only we'd have found that common ground sooner. But interestingly, I've been trying to keep the Xbox version alive as much as possible. I have noticed a reasonable amount of looking for posts for Elite Dangerous on a regular basis. There's a lot of squadrons out there recruiting, there's a lot of people trying to do power play, there's a lot of people recruiting for power play groups. This is really good, this is all promising stuff, which is keeping the legacy version alive. And I'm all about trying to keep that legacy version alive. I mean, you know, I don't think the live version is ready for my levels of toxicity apparently that I would bring. He also then went on to make a claim which is simply the dumbest brag I think I have ever heard from him, which is saying something, to be honest, because this is a man that once failed in a quest which meant he followed two Dark Marauders all the way to Colonia to try and attack them, only to be chased away by a Viper Mark IV and beaten up. It is indeed the redoubtable Lord Garrick. Now I can see why he doesn't need me over on PC. I mean, he eats enough rebuys as it is. I get sent quite a few clips of him dying on a regular basis. But his claim was that during the IED war, the war between IED and 7th Legion, he infiltrated the Dark Marauders Discord. Which is singularly the dumbest claim he's ever made, because the Dark Marauders weren't involved in the IED war. In fact, me and the others that joined the IED war left the Dark Marauders to join the IED war. So why would you waste your time sneaking into the Dark Marauders Discord, a Discord where no one involved is in the war? Yeah. Like I say, singularly the dumbest claim he's ever made. I mean, there were literally 5 groups fighting against IED. 5. And he infiltrates one that isn't fighting against IED, or at least claims to. I doubt he even did. It's just probably him claiming rubbish. But even if he did, it would be the dumbest thing he'd ever done. Because why waste your time infiltrating a group that isn't even in the war? And also, if it infiltrated it, maybe he would have realised that Scooby wasn't doing BGS against IED like Ragnar Scott claimed, and Scooby was in fact on the other side of the galaxy, as the galaxy map showed, out on a 6-month expedition. In fact, Scooby stayed out in deep space for the entirety of the war and never got involved at all. It's funny how Ragnar Scott saw him doing BGS against IED. I didn't realise that IED had BGS out that far. This was an unfortunate incident. I hatchbraked the guy just before. I didn't think he was going to drop cargo, and I hatchbraked him literally as he dropped cargo. So I had to apologise for that. Again, I apologise for that. It did mean I got 19 tons rather than the 10 I asked for. I did try and turn the hatchbreaker on and off to kill it before it completed, but it completed too soon. But yeah, it was my fault, my bad. I was fast on the limpet, fast on the trigger. I thought he wasn't going to drop cargo, and then he did. So apologies for that, but it meant I got 19 tons on the scoreboard, so, I've actually had a really good time pirating on Xbox, so I have no desire to go to PC and deal with people that are just a pain to deal with. I'm happier over here with the crowd that's over here at the moment. I mean, there are a few people over here that, can get salty and be a bit weird, but on the whole, way better than some of the people we used to have over here. The community over here is a lot nicer than it was, say, 2 years ago. I haven't been doxxed or sent death threats in two years. It's great. And I've been enjoying being, what is it, Matt Damon?
Space pirate.
And I pirated 8 tons of this so quickly that I didn't actually catch the piracy itself, just the scooping up of the cargo in the guy's wake. Yeah, it was literally like I jumped in a soul before I even switched my Elgato on, interdicted someone, pirated them, switched my Elgato on, tried to capture on Xbox what had happened, and this is all it recorded, unfortunately. I took longer scooping the cargo than I thought I did. But, you know, there's plenty of piracy to be had, plenty of fun to be had on Xbox. And though I've got to say, Garrick's not wanting me on PC is probably, you know, tempting to go over PC, just to annoy him. But that's all. Thanks for watching.
Everything's better with pirate.